What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit about Sword and Shield, but I also want to talk about some of the best-selling items on TCG Player, because some of these things might be surprising to you. Some of them probably aren't as surprising, but we'll start with the Sword and Shield update. But before we get into that, I do want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, the Shiny app. Guys, Shiny is a mobile app that helps you track your Pokemon investments and collection, whether that's English, Japanese, or simplified Chinese. They cover other games as well, like One Piece, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Disney Lorcana, Sorcery, and now Gundam. I love the fact that they're trying to update their data more frequently than every other platform. They're updating twice per day from places like TCG Player, eBay, Card Market, and price charting. In my opinion, they are the best user experience out there compared to their competitors. And the best part about the app is that it's absolutely free. So I'll leave links to the Google Play and App Store in the description and pin comment down below. And thank you again to Shiny for sponsoring the video. Now, if you're in the spreadsheet, you can go look at all the numbers. I have completed this week's update for Sword and Shield, but a general overview of what's going on. People are still taking profits on some of these boxes, so we're not seeing crazy moves like we did a couple months ago, which honestly is kind of surprising to me that people haven't continued moving more money into Sword and Shield era. A lot of money is going into the brand new sets, which in theory should be printed for the next couple years, right? It's kind of funny how things have changed, because back in like 2022, 2023, 2024, early 2024, the idea was to put money into sets that were just going out of rotation, that you could find fairly cheap, that would normally move up after they rotated out or after we kind of got that last reprint for those sets. But nowadays, people are just pumping money into Mega Evolutions, into Destined Rivals, into Black Bolt and White Flare. Even those are starting to move now. The PCTBs are up to like, I think $240 for Black Bolt or whatever. But Sword and Shield, it is taking a backseat right now. People are taking profits. Sales volume is down basically across the board. Sword and Shield base still doing its thing. I think this is about a $600 box at this point. I know TCG Player says $536, but recent sales all indicate we're over 600 bucks. On eBay, you can still find it in like the 575 range. So it's not exactly at 600, but it is fairly close. Rebel Clash, same sort of deal. It says $400 on TCG Player, but you'd be hard pressed to find a box of this on eBay below 500 USD. And you can see here recent sales from September 23rd and 24th, 525, 473, and 473. So it is closer to $500 than it is 400 at this point. Darkness Ablaze, around 310 bucks, slowly moving up. Every single week this box is continuing to push higher. Same thing with Vivid Voltage. This is sitting around 253, 254 bucks. Decent amount of supply out there for this still, and sales volume was down a little bit on Vivid this week, but it is still moving, and I think it is likely to reach $300 by the end of the year, or at least get close. Battle Styles, now there was a lot of supply of Battle Styles out there this week. A lot of that had to do with Hobbiesville putting up a decent amount of boxes. I think around like 300 and something, 320, 315. I have it marked in the spreadsheet, but can't remember the exact number. Either way, decent amount out there now. Chilling Reign, same sort of situation as last week. Not great sales volume, but not a ton of boxes out there. I still expect Chilling Reign, Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, which we'll talk about here in a second, all those to be around $600 plus by the end of the year. Evolving Skies, we're actually slowing down on Evolving. Now, we are moving up basically every week. We're at $2,600 on TCG Player now. I think it was $2,593 or $94 last week. So slowly moving up. But it does surprise me how much it has slowed down compared to some of these other newer sets. And also just considering where Team Up is. And I think people are kind of forgetting about how good Evolving Skies is. Maybe there's just so many new people in the hobby over the past month that are looking at the new shiny thing that people have kind of forgotten just how stacked Evolving Skies is. And honestly, with the rise of like the Umbreon V Altart and with the rise of the Dragonite up to $500, logically, and even the Umbreon VMAX as well, we would expect to see the sealed boxes move up with those top cards also making a move upwards as well. So I think Evolving Skies is due for another move, maybe not a huge one, but I think sooner rather than later, we're going to start to see these boxes moving again. Fusion Strike, same sort of deal as a lot of these other ones. Sales volume is down. Not a ton of boxes though, it's still in a range. I actually, when I did the update for the spreadsheet, it was last night, like 2 a.m. I put the numbers in. This was down to like $996 on TCG Player. And if you do the 1 month chart, you can kind of see, I don't really know what happened here, but we're back to over $1,000 today on that box. Brilliant Stars, kind of like Chilean Rain, it's in that meh situation where it's slowly churning and burning through inventory. Now, Astral Radiance, this is where things get interesting. I said in yesterday's video, people were kind of doing a buyout on TCG Player, trying to buy up a lot of boxes. Same sort of thing is happening on eBay. Sales volume was up this week. The amount of boxes listed was down. And just based on like the numbers I'm seeing, we could see this box around 450 by next week. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know, but it does seem like someone is looking at Astral as potentially being undervalued and trying to buy up a decent portion of the available market. Lost Origin, kind of like Fusion Evolving, it has slowed down a little bit, but Silver Tempest, this is a box that's about $500 now. If you go look at TCG Player, a lot of sales on this, including a couple days ago, 10 boxes sold at $535. On eBay, you're very close to $500 on this box, and I think we will hit $600 on silver before the end of the year. Now, moving into some of these better selling items, I think this is interesting to look at too, just because it can kind of give you a glimpse into what the overall market is thinking. Now, obviously, a lot of the newer stuff sells better, so it makes sense why Destined Rivals, Phantasmal Flames, Mega Evolutions, why these are at the top of the list. But outside of that, we have some prismatic stuff in here, which is great. Prismatic is super popular. You guys know when we look at like the ETBs, nothing sells even close to the rate that prismatic is selling at. And these ETBs are sitting around $132, still holding strong. We have seen some people probably take profits over the past couple days, but we've seen sales pushing almost $150 now on TCG Player. These are getting very pricey, and I'm interested to see what the numbers look like on Friday when we do the ETB update. Also, the Prismatic Evolutions, I believe this is the Sam's Club exclusive box, sitting around $108 on the secondary market. A lot of these were out there. I can't remember if I was seeing something from Poke Notified today that they said these were all botted, or there was another product that released where like 100% of the inventory was botted. But either way, if you did manage to get your hands on some of these, this is something that I would recommend just trying to flip and get your money out of. I don't like products like this long term. They're big, bulky, difficult to store, difficult to ship, and you're never just going to have a huge premium on these. The reality is sealed products like the ETBs, PCTBs, booster bundle displays, those are things that collectors are going to want more than something like this that has a couple really meh promos. Now, outside of Prismatic Evolutions, we also have some 151 that's crushing it. The loose booster bundles are over $100 now. We're up to around $102 on TCG Player, up 15% on the month. And you have sales up to almost $110 USD on these booster bundles. I remember buying more of these back in the summer. It just made sense. 151 is continuing to move up. Also, the UPCs were around $625 now on TCG Player, and I think sales up to even $650, $660 from September 29th. These are going to be $700 soon. Maybe by end of the year, they're even higher than that. And I don't think a lot of people realize how well these sell. When we look at sales volume on the secondary market, you're selling maybe like 6 to 7 of these, maybe even up to 8. Buy it now per day in North America. So that doesn't include auctions, and that doesn't include other parts of the world. So a very liquid item, even at $550, $600. Now, some cards that are moving, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this on the first page. We do have the Umbreon EX. I'm not bringing everything up. The Charizard EX from 151, like an obvious card that's always moving. We talked about the Umbreon VMAX yesterday. Mega Gardevoir from a new set, that makes sense. But the Prismatic Umbreon, we do have to talk about this because it is a card that's getting up there in age. And also, I think we talked about this last time and it was like $1,200. Recent sales now are actually pushing almost $1,400, $1,375 all day long on TCG Player. So someone is continuing to try and move this card upwards. Also, I know this is a newer card, but I did want to throw one in at least for Mega Evolutions. This is the stamped box topper, I believe, from the booster box. It's in around $38 USD. This Bulbasaur card, very neat there. The Magikarp, we also had a huge milestone. We're now over $400 on TCG Player, sitting around 402, 403 currently. And recent sales, you have a ton of light played selling today in like the 240, 250 range, but the latest near mint right at 400, 391, 385. So it's still in that range, I would say. Also, the Victini promo, this is from a collection box, I believe, sitting around 16-ish dollars currently, and recent sales are in that range. This card has definitely had a solid run up after release, you could have been buying this for like $6, $7 raw and basically doubled your money. And then the final card, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, maybe some of you haven't, the Mars Shadow from Mega Evolutions. I know I threw another card in here, but the reason for this is just because it got pumped to the moon. I mean, it's a Mars Shadow card. It's an illustration rare. It shouldn't be going crazy. It was like 30 bucks. We're now up to around 80-ish dollars, 73, 74. And I think a lot of this has to do with Pikachu being in the card, which I'm sure a lot of people didn't recognize if you only took a quick glance at the card, but Pikachu is in it. And I'm assuming that's the reason why this card has popped off. Maybe there's another reason. If you guys do know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. But it is selling in this range very consistently. I mean, October 1st is today. The first page, all of these sales are from today. So very liquid card at the moment. But that is going to be it for the video. If you guys got some value out of this, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. Leave a comment down below for the algorithm. Also, go check out Shiny, the absolute goated app out there for your investment and collection needs. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.